Welcome to LMS video lecture series program. First BSc first semester mathematics elective paper unit 1 portion Mangalore University. We are in session 8. Here we continue solving problems. A book publisher find that the production cost of a book is rupees 30 and fixed cost per year amounts to rupees 25,000. If each book is sold at a rate of rupees 50, find the cost function, revenue function, the minimum number of books sold per year in order that there is no loss. Fourth, if the publisher knows that he can sell at least 1500 copies in a year, what price should he charge in order to guarantee no loss, break even point? So we have to find revenue function. The cost of one book is rupees 30, fixed cost rupees 25,000. Each book is sold at a rate 50. So total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. Variable cost is, the rate of one book is 30. If x is number of books, then 30x is additional cost. So total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost. So cost function is 25,000 plus 30x. Now each book is sold at a rate 50. So 50x is revenue function. Total revenue is 50x. Then to answer third part, minimum number of books sold per year in order that no loss. For no loss, total revenue must be equal to total cost. So we get x is equal to 1250. So if we sell 1250 books, then publisher will get no loss. Then fourth, if the publisher knows that he can sell at least 1500 copies in a year, what price should he charge in order to guarantee no loss? So cost function. In cost function, if we substitute x is equal to 1500, we get cost of 1500 books is 70,000. So what is the price of each book is? So 70,000 divided by 15,000 1500. So that will be 46.67. So if we sell one book at a rate 46.67, we will guarantee no loss. Next problem, a publisher has a fixed cost of rupees 20,000 associated with publication of a book. Contribution to profit and cost for the sale of each book is rupees 8. Determine number of books to be sold for break even point and find the profit of selling 3000 books. Cost function. Fixed cost given 20,000 plus rate of one book is 8. So if x is number of copies of books, then 8x is variable cost. So total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. So cost function is 20,000 plus 8x. Now what is revenue? See, they said contribution to profit and cost. Sale of each book is 8. So 8 plus 8 into x. So 16x is revenue function. 16x. So for break even point, total revenue must be equal to total cost. So we get x is equal to 2500. So if we sell 2500 books, then publisher get no loss. Now what is profit function? Profit function is revenue function minus cost function. So 16x minus 20,000 minus 8x. So it is 16x minus 8x is 8x. 8x minus 20,000. So now to find profit of selling 3,000 books. So P of 3,000 is equal to rupees 4,000. The demand and supply functions of commodity are xd is equal to 20,000 minus 25p minus p square plus 3y, and xs is equal to 325p plus 125 respectively, where x is the quantity demanded, p is price, and y is average income of the consumer. Find equilibrium price and quantity. Given y is equal to 4,000. If the government wants to restrict equilibrium quantity at 19,946 units, what tax per unit must be levied or imposed? So at equilibrium, quantity of goods demanded is equal to quantity of goods supplied. So substituting for xd and xs from given equations, we get p two values because it's a quadratic equation. So solving this quadratic equation, we get two values of p. One is negative, the other one is positive. So we have to neglect negative value because it cannot be negative. Price cannot be negative. So considering p equal to 75, we get xs is equal to 24,500. When quantity demanded is 19,946 units, the price paid by the consumer is given by xd when taken 19,946. We get p two values. One is 98, another is minus 123. Again, p cannot be negative, so p is equal to 98. So we have to find the tax here. So if tax is rupees 8 per unit, the price received by seller is 98 minus t. 98 minus t. So this is the price paid by the consumer is 98. Price received by the seller is 98 minus tax. So using supply equation, we can write xs dash is equal to this. So p is 98 here. So t we get 37.01 per unit. Tax is 37.01 per unit. So one more problem. The demand of commodity is x is equal to 410 minus 2p minus p square, where x denotes quantity demanded and p is the price per unit. If the suppliers are willing to sell 167 units when price is 16, but only 95 units when price falls to rupees 10 per unit, find supply equation assuming that it is linear. Equilibrium price and quantity. What should the government subsidy for the unit be so that demand increase by 31 units? For supply equation, 2 points 167, 16 and 95, 10. Using 2-point form of equation of line, we get supply equation xs is equal to 12p minus 25. At equilibrium, we know quantity goods demanded is equal to quantity of goods supplied. So here also we get one quadratic equation in P equating xs and xd expressions. So again we get two values of P, one is negative, the other one is positive. So taking positive value P equal to 15, we get number of quantity demanded is 125. To answer last part, if the demand increase by 31, so if our demand is 155 plus 31, then XD becomes 186. So XD taken equal to 186. So P equal to 14. Suppose after providing subsidy of rupees S, then we get XS is equal to 12 P plus S minus 25. So to get subsidy here, S is equal to rupees 3.58. We have one more problem. The market demand and supply are XD is equal to 500 minus 4P. XS is equal to 120 plus 6P respectively. Find the equilibrium price and quantity. If the government wants to restrict the equilibrium quantity by 12 units, determine the rate of specific tax it should impose. If the government wants to increase the equilibrium quantity by 12 units, determine the rate of subsidy per unit it should grant. At equilibrium, we know that XD must be equal to XS. Equating, we get P 38, equilibrium price 38, equilibrium quantity 348. If equilibrium quantity restricted by 12 units, that means if XD is equal to 348 minus 12, that is 336, then P equal to rupees 41. So if tax is T, then P is equal to PS plus T, or PS is equal to P 41, 41 minus T. So XS is equal to 120 plus 6 into 41 minus T. So T, that is 5. Tax is 5 rupees per unit. Then if the government wants to increase the equilibrium quantity by 12, so here it is restricted to quantity by 12, but here increased by 12. So when quantity is 348 plus 12 becomes 360. So when XD is equal to 360, we get P equal to rupees 35. So if subsidy is taken yes, then XS is equal to 120 plus 6 into 35 plus S. So S is subsidy is rupees 5. Thank you. Thank you everyone.